Hello and welcome to Rejuvenate and Recover. What we're going to do today is rejuvenate and recover. I'm Carla and I'm from Healthitude. This is my daughter Kat. She's also from Healthitude. What we're going to do is rotate from a little warm-up yoga to some restorative posture, and then we're going to move on to foam rolling. So a little something about foam rolling. You're going to want a foam roller, either this type or the type with the nubs. You could also use this. I got from another company, the same place that I got my mat, and these are really great. They're really squishy. You could use a ball, any kind of hard, kind of just slightly squishy ball. You could also use a can rolled up in a towel. Anything that you can press down on with a little bit of pressure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut my sound off and show you how to foam roll from legs all the way up, and then you're going to be thrilled by Summer during her sound bath. So I'm going to let Catherine introduce herself, then we'll have Rachel, and then we'll have Summer. Catherine?
Hello, I'm Catherine. I'm a certified yoga instructor and a lot of other things, but I love teaching yoga. I love sharing flexibility and strength and dynamic fitness stuff, so I'll make that short.
Hi guys, my name is Rachel. I'm a posture alignment specialist, and when I talk a little bit later, you'll find out what that is. But I help people change their entire alignment, and I'm completely virtual online now. I normally work one-on-one with clients to get them moving again, get them mobile and out of aches and pains. And I've recently, since COVID times, started some movement classes as well. So not just one-on-one, but group classes. And Carla's been awesome, and Kat have been coming to mine, and it's been so fun. So I'm going to talk a little bit about energy and how it relates to posture, and how changing your posture will change your energy and vice versa.
Hi guys, my name is Summer Love, and I'm an Ayurvedic health counselor, Reiki master, and sound healing practitioner. I'm the owner of Harmony Ayurveda and Reiki Resonance, and my studio is located here and kind of in between North Burien. And I'll talk a little bit, just very, very briefly, about sound healing right now, since later I'm going to be playing the actual sounds instead of talking. So I'm very delighted to be here, very honored to be here with Carla and Kat, so thank you. So with the sound healing, listening to these specific frequencies, it helps to reduce stress, anxiety, depression. It also helps to balance the nervous system, and it decreases blood pressure. So like overall, it just really helps to improve mental clarity, focus, and memory. So I'm really happy to be here and just share some of these like healing harmonics. I'm going to focus for singing bowls. So thank you guys for being here and pouring some self-love and some self-care into yourself.
This yoga, we're going to look at our feet, and if it's more comfortable, you can put them hip distance apart, or if you're a more advanced practitioner, you can bring the big toes together. If you want to try the big toes together, make sure that your heels are slightly apart so that your feet are in alignment. So the most important thing is that your big toe is facing forward. So whether you're hip distance or you're joined together, your big toe is facing forward. We're going to draw the inner thighs back and the outer hips back and in. So we're starting with our feet, spreading our toes nice and wide, drawing our inner hips back and our outer hips back and in. We're going to draw our ribs just a little bit while opening up the collarbones, and then bring the hands with the palms facing forward by your side. Raise up through the crown of the head towards the sky, and take a few deep breaths in. So right now we're just starting to engage our posture. And if there's an airplane going over you like there is, reach for the pilot with the crown of your head. Try to knock the belly of the plane with your noggin. And take a few deep breaths. All right, we're gonna step the feet if they're together, hip distance apart, and come to a little chair pose. So raising the arms up above the head, widening through the shoulder blades, but straight through those collarbones. Come to a chair pose, so dropping the hips nice and low, putting the weight into your heels. See if you can lift your toes off the ground. I'm gonna check in with everybody's chair pose just a little bit. So Carla, I want you to pull your ribs in, and if you need to, open your hands wider to get your shoulders in a better position. So see here, when she has her hands too close together, which is optimal, but if it causes you to hyperextend through those ribs, we either want to open them up or bring them lower. Good. So when here, I'm going to have you look down and bring your head, like the crown of your head farther. There you go, beautiful. Oh, I wish you guys could have seen a close-up of that. She just opened right up like a flower. Nice. Travis already took my tips. All right, so from here, oh, I put you in the wrong position on your mat. From here, we're gonna come up, and then we're gonna walk to the front of our mat and take that chair pose again. So like normally I'm facing the other way. All right, come back down into your chair pose. We're gonna do a little trick. We're gonna put 80% of our weight into our left foot, come up onto our little right toe, and shoot our right foot back. And then we are magically in crescent pose. So crescent pose here, we're up on our back toe, and you can look back and see if you might need to scoot your toes back just a little bit. Sometimes like Carla needs to scoot her toes back. So scoot your toe back without scooting your heel back. That sounds weird, but what I want is for the heel to be on top of the toes rather than kind of having this sort of bent position. So if you need to, scoot your hips a little forward. Good. Tuck in the ribs. Bring the arms either wide or forward more if you find yourself hyperextending. And then we're going to come down, reaching our hands towards the mat. Float that left foot back into a plank position. You can be plank on your knees or on your toes. No problem there. We're going to come all the way down to our belly. Untuck the toes and gently come into a cobra position. So what I want is for your belly button to suck up into your spine so that you're not hyperextending through your spine. So when your belly button's hugging into your spine, you can't overarch and hurt your back. I'm also going to ask you to scooch your legs to roll your inner thighs back. So you can kind of lift your legs up and roll them back. And what that does is it helps your knees come into alignment. All right, we're going to tuck the toes, plant the hands, and you can come to your knees and back, or you can come all the way up and back into downward dog. Our downward dog, we're spreading our shoulders, shoulder blades. And if you need to, bend the knees to raise the hips up towards the sky. So we're trying to keep social distance, but I'm still going to touch her hips here. So bend your knees more, Carla, and reach your butt towards the sky. And you see what that did to her line there? So she has a nice straight shot if you're looking at the screen because your face is in the mat if you're doing it. Good. And then spread the shoulder blades wider. Here, spread the back out. Not the hands, the back. So when you spread the shoulder blades, you have all this space to come up through. So you're here in your downward dog, you're probably starting to get tired. I didn't check my time. We're gonna float that right foot into the sky and bring it through all the way into, if you need to help your foot, that's fine. And come up into our crescent pose. Our crescent pose, we're stacking that toe over the heel. Act like you're pulling your front foot to the back of the mat. So that action of pulling will engage the back of your quad. You can also add a little bit of hip squaring with your hands if that feels good. So you can come into that crease of your hip and pull that hip back if you notice you're opening up a lot. And of course, if you're having trouble, come up a little higher. Or if you're not, come up lower. Beautiful. And we're going to come to that reverse. So we're going to reach forward, come onto our right foot, and come all the way up into our chair pose, back to where we started. And bringing our hands together, coming up into Tadasana. So I believe I was supposed to have 9 minutes. We are at 4:11. What was 9 minutes? All right. So I guess I am done with our warm-up.
So, sorry guys. We didn't put exactly what time everybody should be done. So what I'm going to do now is, does everybody feel nice and warm? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, we're going to move over to Rachel Merrick from Precise Posture, and I'm going to mute ourselves. So here's Rachel.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if we can. Just making sure I'm not popped up on the screen yet, so let me just pin myself. All right, thank you so much, Kat, for doing that awesome warm-up. So like I said before, I am a posture alignment specialist. I actually like to think of, if you can't do some of those movements we just did with Kat, if maybe some of them cause aches and pains like planks or something like that, my whole job is to retrain the body into a better alignment so you don't have those aches and pains anymore. So as a design, we are supposed to be bilateral, both right to left and front to back, and oftentimes just in our modern day sedentary lifestyle, we end up getting kind of like off kilter in whatever way you want to be. So in whatever way your body wants to be. And so we're going to give you some restorative exercises today to bring your shoulders back onto your hips and knees and feet, and you're probably going to feel a whole difference throughout your body. But like I said, I wanted to talk a little bit about energy and how changing your posture affects your energy. So, we're in the middle of COVID times. A lot of us have been stuck at home, pretty sedentary, not moving nearly as much as we're used to. So I've gotten a lot of calls be like, oh, I just am so achy and stuff because I'm just kind of sitting constantly. And when you're sitting, oftentimes our body goes into this rounded forward position because it saves energy. Our bodies are innately made to save energy because then they can go and hunt and gather it back when that was a necessity. So to save energy, we kind of roll into this position, but that cuts off our diaphragm, it cuts off airflow up to our head, and can really decrease energy. I don't know if you've ever had that experience where you're just feeling kind of down and having a depressed day, and your body just holds this position and it's really hard to get out of it. And so the cool thing is you can change your posture, and that immediately changes your energy. And then also when you change your energy, it changes your posture. So they work hand in hand. So I want to give you guys 3 exercises that you can do anywhere to get a little bit more balance in your body, change your shoulder position, and bring some more energy into your body. That's what I'm trying to say. So first of all, I want you to stand up, take a couple marches, and I want you to close your eyes. And we're just gonna feel where our balance and our alignment is today. So go ahead and stop marching. I want you to feel where your feet fall. We're not doing any particular foot alignment movement, just naturally where you would stand around. And I want you to pay attention. Do you feel more weight on one side of your body than another? Do you feel it more in the right foot versus the left foot? And do you feel your weight more in the balls of your feet versus the heels of your feet? Do you feel like your body is just kind of moving around, you don't know where the weight in your feet is? Also, do you feel the weight more on the outside versus the inside of your foot? So just take mental notes there of where you feel your body. And then we're gonna bring our feet to proper alignment. So I'm gonna tilt myself down here, and with proper alignment, it's actually gonna look a lot more pigeon-toed than what you're used to. So I want you to think about the outside line of your foot and make that straight, and not the inside line of your foot. So you can see how I'm like slightly pigeon-toed here. And sorry, my feet, my pants were kind of long, so I had to roll it up. So looks really cute now. All right, so get your body in that position. Now I'm gonna tilt it up so then you can see my arm position. So just remember that for your feet. And then as a functional test too, keeping your feet in this position, I want you to squeeze and release your butt muscles. Just squeeze and release. I like to put my hands on my butt. That's just me, that's weird. And one, can you feel your butt moving in this foot alignment? Hopefully you can. Some people can't find their butt when they make their feet in proper alignment. Also, pay attention if you feel one side activating more than another, like is right a lot stronger, or is left a lot stronger, is right squeezing first and left is squeezing second. So just take another mental note of that. All right, we're gonna bring our fingers now to our modified golfer's grip. So curl your fingers down, stretch out your thumb. So we're locking out the wrist so it's nice and straight. All right, keeping those feet in that proper alignment. Bring your arms down to your side. Slightly engage your shoulder blades, pulling them down and back. Like Kat said, you're not hyperextending and winging your chest out, okay? We're pulling our shoulder blades down and back. We're gonna bring our hands straight out to our sides and we're gonna make small circles here. And note how my body rocks back and forth a little bit. All right, I know we have a lot of fitness fanatics on this call. What I don't want is you squeezing your abdominals and so you make a flat spine, okay? That's not our goal here. All right, so I want you to relax those abs. You can do that on your Beachbody ab workout later. You can do all of the ab stuff. Right now we're gonna relax it. All right. Okay, bring your arms down. We're gonna pinch your shoulder blades again. Bring your arms straight out again. Now rotate your thumbs to the back of the room. And when you do that, note how your shoulder blades have to go down and back even more. And now we're gonna circle to the back here. All right, still small circles, about a dinner plate size, pretty quickly. All right, I want you to feel your shoulder blades moving. Very nice. Good. Normally we do about 40 of these, but I don't count when I'm talking. It's really hard. I have clients that can count and talk at the same time, and I'm always super impressed by them. All right, we're gonna now bring that same position. I want you to bring your pointer finger to your temple. You're still keeping your hands in this position. You're gonna open up your elbows, and you're gonna close your elbows together. And open and close. And move back and forth through this. And if you can't close your elbows all the way, that's okay. Everything feels comfortable. Nothing should be causing pain. So that first one, we were reestablishing the ball and socket joint of the shoulder, and now we're reestablishing the hinge joint in the shoulder. Our shoulders are pretty amazing. They can move in a lot of different directions, but if we're not keeping up with those movements, we start to lose those certain movements. All right, let's do 5 more. 9 minutes is just never enough, guys. Trying to keep it short. All right, last one here. Check down on your feet. Make sure they're still straight. Now you're gonna interlace your hands, push your hands away from you, and we're gonna start to raise our arms up above our head. And now make sure you're not doing this. Now I want you to drop your shoulder blades together, pull your shoulder blades to your butt, and look up at your hands. Now you're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that for about 30 seconds. Normally I do it for about a minute. Really pull those shoulder blades down and back. If you're familiar with the lat muscles, pull those lats towards your butt. All right, go ahead and relax there. Perfect. Keep your feet still in that straightforward position. I want you to squeeze and release your butt muscles again. And ask yourself the question, do your butt muscles feel more even, squeezing and releasing like this? If you couldn't find your butt before, do you find it now? Does it feel a little bit more even? Now go ahead and take another couple steps in place. Just reset. You don't have to have perfect feet anymore. All right, reset, close your eyes again. And I want you to tell, did your balance change in your feet? If you were feeling it all on one side, Are you feeling it more even? If you were feeling it on the ball of your feet, are you feeling it more even? So just ask yourself that. If you guys want to type in the comment box if you felt more even, if you felt different after that, that would be awesome. Let us know. But ask yourself the question, okay, you just changed your shoulder position, 3 exercises for your shoulders. Why is your butt and your feet reacting differently? And that's because the entire body's connected and we have to work the entire load-bearing system of our body to make a full difference and get rid of aches and pains. So that's basically my time. I think I went over a little bit too. If you guys want a copy of these exercises, if they were beneficial for you, type your email in the chat. You can send it to me privately in the chat too, but do that relatively soon because I actually have to hop off right at 4:30 to work with a client. So sorry, I can't stick around for Q&A. But thanks guys for having me. Thanks so much, Carla and Kat. And I hope those guys that helped you get in a better alignment position there.
What you're going to do is you're going to grab your foam roller and you're going to use the foam roller to press on different areas of your body. So for instance, if I put it on my calf, I'm going to come up like this. What you're going to do is watch me as I go through the different body parts, and you do it with me. So you have to double click, if you're on your phone, you have to double click my picture that you see talking to you right now, okay? Double click that and it should be the one that stays on your phone. If not, then there's, you'll have to do it on your computer. Then you're gonna listen to the sound bath as Summer gets it started. So I'm gonna shut myself off and you just watch and do what I'm doing and listen.
Everybody does the mute too.
I hope you enjoyed the sound bath and everything that we presented this afternoon, and that helped you really recover and rejuvenate. Do we have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's so funny, I'm watching you guys in both spaces. All right, well, if you have any questions, I will send you a follow-up email to get in touch with Summer and Rachel and anybody else that you want to get in touch with, and we'll talk to you later. We'll hopefully set up something else like this.
Thank
Are we
you.
doing a fit club tomorrow morning?
Oh, Fit Club. Yes. Tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. we do a Fit Club every single week through Zoom. So if you guys want to join that too, I'll just send you the information to get in touch with us there. Okay? And you guys do your own workout, and we just get together to say, you got it. Okay? All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi,
Thank you, Summer and Rachel.